For such a long time in my life, I thought that I was doing something wrong because I was basically asking for the love back that I had given. This title of the video is "You are not doing something wrong by asking for what you've earned. You worked hard for that shit." All the energy that I've given in every single relationship, y'all, I was just talking to myself and I said to myself, I was just talking about all the lack of love. And I said to myself, damn, I don't know what love is. Then I said out loud, I was like, I do know what love is. Love is what I've been doing all my life, sacrificing. That literally hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, oh shit, I have been everybody's secretary. I have been everybody's personal assistant. I have been like, you could ask anybody that's ever dealt with me. Ever. I have been either their personal assistant, their chauffeur, their secretary, their photographer, their musical friend, we can't leave out fucking therapists. Everything that anybody has ever needed when they were dealing with me, they got. And if they didn't get it, I gave them close to what I could give. And I can successfully stand here in front of you and say that I have nothing. And I'll say the most I've gotten from everybody that I've given a pair of earrings and a couple of Christmas gifts. There are about 2 people who have given a lot, but compared to what I've given, it falls short. Don't look at my hair. I just took a week. So I'm realizing, damn, I literally stayed, like, a lot of these relationships I couldn't help but stay in because, they were older than me. But, like, I'm realizing, damn, I was stayed in all these relationships, and these people literally multitudes of times, like, I stayed in these relationships until they were dry, until they were sucked dry. And the craziest thing was I wasn't the one who was sucking them. I stayed in these relationships basically until I had nothing. I can't explain to you, and I can go down a timeline of my soul. Like, I have proof. I can literally show you, like, in my social media history where I took, like, month-long breaks because someone did me wrong. And like, they always say the person that, this isn't to credit me or to say that I didn't do fucked up shit in these relationships. Basically, I'm saying I've given a lot of energy, and 9 times out of 10, the energy wasn't given back. And I had this huge mindset that if I sacrifice more, that sure enough, kind of like a Scorpio would think, sure enough, I will get just desserts. Dessert never came. I have been the person, the one in whether it's friendship, romance, and personal, family, the one that disappears for months on end after the breakup. And then they pop out and they're like the best version of them you've ever seen them. Like, I'm the one that disappears to heal. And that's because everybody drains me dry. Every single major relationship over the past 10 years alone, I can say that I had to take a break after disconnecting from that person because they drained me so much, I had nothing left. And my whole mindset when I get involved with people is we're going to be a family. I have the moon in my 11th house. We're going to change lives together. We're going to do great things. I stopped believing in people when I realized that people were not thinking the same. I stopped believing in people when I stepped into these connections, and after 5 months, when someone lied to you to keep up with you because they wanted to be connected to you, when after like 5 or 6 months into the friendship, they start to slack. And not slack as in like they're not doing shit for you. I'm saying slack as in their true colors start to appear. Like, why am I learning that you feel this way and that way when you could have said that, oh, maybe they didn't feel that in the beginning? I've had too many people hide themselves. This is another thing. This is another reason why you have to demand what you earn. Because a lot of times you're giving to someone that is a false creature, a false friend, a false idol, a false prophet. A lot of times you're giving to someone that is actually not telling the truth about who they are. and you're giving and you're giving and you're giving. It's just like when you get swindled out of money. When back in the day when they would do those schemes and the person would convince the whole group that he was like a prince of Egypt or some shit, and they would give him diamonds and shit, and then they didn't realize they got swindled until he disappeared one day. That's basically what it is when you're not asking for what you've earned. When you're not requiring the same kind of sacrifice that you give, that's basically what your life ends up. This motherfucker took your diamonds to Egypt. You thought y'all were gonna be a family. Why the fuck am I seeing you post up with the girl that me and you had a conversation about that you said you weren't worried about? Why am I seeing you say you don't want to be friends no more after everything I did for you? It makes you wonder. I stopped wondering. I stopped dealing with people. I left it alone. I said, honestly, I said, I can't seem to find anybody who, and I know, let me finish. I'm maturing. I don't have that bad ADHD anymore. I can't seem to find anybody that sacrifices as much as I sacrifice. And it's easy for people to say, well, why don't you stop sacrificing? When you're a person that has, it's not just about your big heart, but when you're a person that has been given so much life by the universe, so much, not just talent, but ability to give, it's a normal thing for you to give, for your heart to be open. And unfortunately, we are not a dime a dozen. We are one in a million, one in a billion. It's very rare to come across a person who just loves so hard. And it's not, I'm not saying my love is perfect, because I know my love is toxic. I'm a Scorpio Mars. Not always toxic, but definitely something. But I can honestly say, with the truest intent, I've only thought about helping these fucking people. If you're not getting back, I say after a week, you're gonna see after a week. Talk to them consistently for a week. It's not just about the talk, it's about the walk. I'll tell you, I'll list some signs so you can know. Don't continuously try and prove that you care. This is coming from a world-renowned people pleaser, and the craziest thing was I wasn't trying to people please, I was trying to love. Stop trying to prove that you care. I'm going to be honest with y'all. They do not give a fuck. They don't give a fuck that you care. I would have never thought me of all people would be telling you this. They really don't. I really thought that I would be able to give and share my love and oh yes, they would be like, I finally found someone who cares as much as I want to. Let me be. No. To them, I finally found somebody to pimp out, because they gonna do whatever I tell them. They take your kindness for weakness. They think that you're offering because you can't live without them. Ugh. Wrong. Stop explaining your feelings. Stop it. Why are you explaining your feelings to the person that is obviously trying to hurt them? I had an issue with somebody probably like a month ago during Venus retrograde. Ugh. And they kept doing the exact thing that I told them not to. And that wasn't something that I'm not used to experiencing, unfortunately. However, this time I caught the pattern. And I said, you're literally doing exactly what I'm telling you I don't want you to do. These people hurt people. Read my lips. Hurt people. They do not like you because you're kind. They do not give a fuck that you care. They do not care that you're telling them your triggers so they won't hurt you, because you feel you're going to be in their life for a long time because you genuinely value them. They're taking everything that you're saying and trying to understand how to use it against you and manipulate. And this is coming from someone who's seen it. I've literally watched someone that I sacrificed and gave years of my life to continuously bring up the exact thing that they knew would hurt me, that I explained. They hear you, they just don't give a fuck. I'll post more tips, probably won't. Hopefully, maybe. Hope. Possibly, maybe not. Move, just leave, go, bye. Dang, you still here? You want what you want? See, what you want to see my ass for?